When I first got the GoPro Mission 1 Pro, I honestly wasn't convinced. The wireless transfer experience felt slow. Some footage didn't immediately blow me away. And like a lot of people, I started looking at alternatives such as the DJI Osmo Pocket series and even modern smartphones. But after spending more time with the camera, understanding how it actually works, and changing my workflow, I came to a completely different conclusion. Today, I want to explain why I decided to keep the GoPro Mission 1 Pro, why I think it was the right decision for my family and my future content creation, and why first impressions don't always tell the full story. One thing I began to realize is that not all image quality is created equal. Modern smartphones and many compact cameras use extremely aggressive computational photography. They sharpen edges, they boost colors, they increase contrast, and they often smooth textures. At first glance, this can look impressive because everything pops immediately. But after a while, you start noticing that many shots have a processed look. The image is being interpreted by software rather than simply recorded. What impressed me about the GoPro Mission 1 Pro was that it captures an enormous amount of native image data. Instead of forcing a look onto the footage, it preserves detail. Textures remain natural, skin tones look authentic, shadows retain depth, and the final image feels more cinematic and timeless. It's less about instant gratification and more about creating footage that still looks good years from now. The biggest mistake I made at the beginning was relying entirely on wireless transfers. Like many users, I transferred footage through the app and cloud ecosystem. The process was slow, sometimes frustrating, and it didn't always show me the camera at its best. Then I switched to a simple SD card workflow, and honestly, it changed everything. Pulling footage directly from the card is dramatically faster. No waiting, no bottlenecks, no unnecessary compression. Suddenly, I was seeing the actual files coming straight from the sensor. The difference was obvious: the sharpness, the clarity, the detail. The camera wasn't the problem. My workflow was. The biggest reason I bought this camera wasn't for YouTube. It wasn't for social media. It was for family memories. With a newborn on the way, I started thinking differently about video. I don't just want footage that looks good today. I want footage that still looks incredible 10 years from now. That's where 8K becomes valuable. Not because I need to upload everything in 8K, but because it gives me flexibility. I can crop into a shot later. I can reframe moments. I can pull closer to a smile or an expression that I didn't perfectly capture in the moment. And even after significant cropping, I still have a high-quality master file. Those moments only happen once. And having that extra resolution creates options that simply don't exist with lower resolution footage. Then there's something that often gets overlooked: reliability. Life isn't a controlled studio environment, especially with children. Things get dropped, weather changes, plans change. You don't always have time to baby expensive equipment. That's where the GoPro design shines. It's built like a tank. It's weather resistant, it's waterproof, it's designed to be used rather than protected. A delicate gimbal camera has advantages, but when I'm documenting real life, I want something I can grab instantly without worrying about rain, sand, or accidents. The best camera is the one you're willing to take everywhere. And for me, the GoPro fits that role perfectly. Another unexpected part of this story was the support experience. I voiced my concerns, I explained my frustrations, and after standing my ground, GoPro recognized my loyalty as a long-term customer. Now, the case itself isn't the important part. What mattered was feeling heard. Instead of returning the camera and starting over with another system, I stayed with the platform and ended up with a setup that I'm genuinely happy with. So after all the research, all the comparisons, and all the second guessing, I ended up keeping the GoPro Mission 1 Pro. Not because it's perfect, no camera is, but because it aligns with what matters most to me: authentic image quality, long-term flexibility, durability, and the ability to preserve family memories in the best way possible. The easy choice would have been to chase the newest gadget with the most eye-catching processing. Instead, I chose the tool that I believe will age better over the next decade. For me, that's the real value. And looking back now, I think I made the right decision,